Yo, everybody. It's your boy, the Tatumeister here, with Godzilla 2014 by Gareth Edwards. It's the 10-year anniversary. I know. Crazy, right? Wow! Can't believe this movie's 10 years old now. So yeah, we're gonna review it today. Why not? I don't know, I got nothing else. Nothing else came out this weekend except If and Strangers Chapter 1. Like, I'm gonna review those. No. Let's review something good. So anyway. So this movie's 10 years old now. It's the first Monsterverse movie. And the second movie by Gareth Edwards. If you know and I have reviewed Monsters, Gareth Edwards' first film, so why not review all of them? I'm gonna review Rogue One next. In like a couple of years, I guess. I don't know when I'm gonna I guess I'll review Rogue One for the 10-year anniversary too. Why not? Every 10 years. Just review. I'm also gonna review Jurassic World, the next Jurassic World movie, probably. I didn't review Dominion because I just didn't. I don't know why. But anyway, let's get back on topic. So Godzilla 2014 by Gareth Edwards. It's a good movie. Wouldn't really call it extraordinary, but like, it's good. I mean, I think the biggest bummer in this movie is that Godzilla is barely in it. Now, granted, when Godzilla does do his thing, it's pretty great. I actually had the case real quick. Let me try to find it. Got the case right here. It was in the closet. Godzilla. Yeah, I have it. I have the DVD for it. Overall, guys, the movie's pretty good. I wouldn't call it extraordinary, though. I mean, Max Bornstein's script, though, not bad. I mean, I think his script's pretty good. It's not really him that's the problem. It's just Garrett's direction, and there's a lot of plot contrivances, I guess, which is, I guess, could be a writing problem. But plot contrivances meaning it's stuff that doesn't make sense that just kind of happen, and it's like, okay, I don't know. I can't really give you any examples right now, but like, they just let him come along to help with the mission, for example, and then like there's a moment on the train and. You know, like, there's a moment with the kid, like, the kid finds his family really fast. Like, stuff like that. Where it's like, this just doesn't make sense. Why does this happen randomly? It's just like, why would they just let him do that? Why would that happen? It's just stuff like that. Also, again, the movie's really directed weirdly. It's really dark. Unlike, like, Godzilla x Kong, what's great about that movie is there's a lot of day scenes. There's no night scenes, hardly. I don't think there's a single night scene in that. Okay, there's one or two night scenes in that movie. But even then, it's still well lit. Like, you can see Godzilla in the night scene in Godzilla x Kong. In this movie, you just barely can see what's going on. I mean, it's so dark. Like, you barely can see what's going on. And I guess people complain about that with Godzilla King of the Monsters. But like King of the Monsters, Godzilla's blue and lit up most of the time. So you can still see him. You can barely see the monsters in this movie. Like, another thing is they pan away from the monster. The monster fights aren't even a focus in this movie. Like, it's mainly about the humans doing their human thing, which, like... In this movie, it doesn't really work because, like in Godzilla x Kong, you're able to balance. They balanced it really good. Like, I know I should compare this to the newest Monsterverse installment, but it's kind of hard not to. It's like, Adam Wingard did a really good job with Godzilla x Kong. Like, he did a phenomenal job. Everybody did on that movie. But, like, Godzilla 2014, on the other hand, is an epic showdown. Yeah, not really, because Godzilla doesn't fight really much in the movie. Like, you don't get much of the fights. Like, there's one scene where you see Godzilla to fight, and they go underground and they close the door. Like, yeah, you get some fights in the movie, but they're very minuscule. They don't happen towards the end. Like, the third act of this movie is great, but the rest of it, like, all the build-up to the third act isn't really all that, I feel. I don't know. But doesn't take away from the good stuff. The good stuff is the visuals. Visually, it's great when it is cool, when the Godzilla does his thing. I like the acting in it. Obviously, acting's pretty easy to do. It's hard to mess that up. But again, Gareth Edwards has some cool shots in here. He has some cool ideas, and I like the creativity of this movie. But it's just the overall execution. I know that's always my complaint. Execution-wise, it could have been better. Like, it just, like I said, it's just certain things. You know. I would have wanted more from the first Godzilla movie of the series. It's just, It's fine to rewatch here and there. I've rewatched it for the 10-year anniversary, and yeah, it's not terrible. But again, I wanted more. It's still pretty good. I'm just gonna give it a rating now. It's a 7 out of 10. Straight 7 out of 10. It's good, but definitely has its problems. I mean, I wouldn't call it amazing, but it's good. It's pretty good. Like, it's got its good moments, and the good moments may outweigh the bad. Like, that's why I give it 7 out of 10, because the good moments do outweigh the bad here. Like, I just kind of don't like the plot contrivances. I don't like the weird direction from Gareth. Gareth is just not my style. His style of directing has never been my style. I haven't been blown away from any of his movies. His first movie is the best one, and even that isn't great. It's like a 7.6. It's like a high 7. Like, it's not really super good. I mean, none of his movies have been super good, I feel. They just haven't been, but, you know, whatever. I'm gonna review all of them, though, because I want to review them all, because I'm a movie guy, and I gotta review stuff. And I like Gareth Edwards. I still think Gareth Edwards has potential to make something really extraordinary. He just hasn't done it yet. I don't know why people hype this guy up. Like, Gareth is good, but he's not great. Same with Jordan Peele. Like, Jordan Peele and Gareth don't deserve the hype, I feel. Like, they don't... I understand the creativity they bring to the table, but they're just not all that. Like, I don't feel they're all that. I don't know. Especially Gareth Edwards. Like, Jordan Peele I can kind of understand. I enjoy his movies a lot, but I don't consider them masterpieces like some people claim them to be. Like, I don't consider Nope... I know I'm changing subjects here, but I don't think any of Jordan Peele's movies, like Get Out, none of them are masterpieces to me. They're very good, but they're 8 out of 10, so I don't consider them phenomenal or anything. I don't know. Same with Gareth Edwards movies like Godzilla. Like Godzilla, again, when Godzilla does his thing, chef's kiss. It's great when Godzilla does his thing. It's just the rest of the movie, like the human element, could have been better. Like Bryan Cranston, they killed him off way too quickly. It's just. We all know he dies in the movie. Like, not a spoiler. We all know he dies. Most people have seen the movie by now. It's an old 10-year-old movie. But, yeah, he gets killed off way too quickly, and it's just stupid. I don't like how they handle this character. It's just dumb. Yeah, so there's that, and there's, I don't know. Dr. Silver's is good. There's good lines and good moments in this movie, but it just could have been better. That's all. Max Bornstein they all did a pretty good job. That's all. And that's why it's 7 out of 10, because it's a good movie, but has problems. Certain problems that I wish could have been improved. It could have been an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 movie, but they had those problems, so that's why it gets a 7 out of 10. But not a boring movie. If it was a boring, lame movie, it would be a 6 out of 10, but it's not. Or if it was like half bad, I'd give it a 5 out of 10, but it's not. Again, the good outweighs the bad. That's why I own the DVD, because it has more good than bad in it. Like, it's more good than bad, I feel. But that's all I got to cover. I mean, anything I missed, though? The Mutos? The Mutos are good antagonists. I mean, the villains we got later are way better. Every movie and villain we got later after, like, the Skullcrawlers are better. The freaking King Ghidorah is better. Scar King and Shimo are way better. Yeah, every single villain and antagonist we got after the Mutos is better. The Mutos are the weakest antagonist. That's what I'm saying. This movie is the weakest movie of the Monsterverse by far. It's no competition. Like, I think hopefully most people agree with me here. I don't think that the first movie's not terrible. It's just the weakest movie of the bunch. It's not like Man of Steel, where I feel like Man of Steel is like one of the best DCU films. Like Iron Man. Iron Man's one of the best Marvel films, MCU films. Godzilla is good, but it's definitely the weakest of the Monsterverse films. And that's sad because it's the first movie. But again, I don't hate it. It's still good. It's just the weakest one. And that doesn't mean it's terrible. It's just needed work. I think that if they refined the script more, if Gareth had put more effort in, really if they just had a better director. I'm not dissing Gareth or anything, but if they had like a more grand director, like every director after this did a better job than Gareth, no offense. Like, Adam Wingard is better than freaking Gareth. I mean, obviously. But, not dissing Gareth. I just think Gareth maybe not... This was his second movie. We gotta cut Gareth a little slack. That was his second movie. His first big movie, too. Like, we gotta cut Gareth Edwards a little slack, because that was his second movie ever made, and also the first big movie he ever made. Like, he wasn't well known up to that point. So, the movie kind of got him out there. That's why they hired him for Rogue One. But... They hired him for Godzilla because of monsters, because they saw how good he made the monsters look. So, okay, that's why I got hired for that, but I don't know. Now he's doing Jurassic World, whatever the next Jurassic World movie is. But, okay, I think I covered everything. So, that's all I gotta say about Godzilla 2014. Tatumeister, signing out.